That's what just dropped today. This is the start to catastrophic disclosure. And in my opinion, this is absolute huge news. Listen to this. David Grush comes out on oath and swears up and down that there's a reverse engineering program. AARO and the Pentagon both came out for a year and have said that David Grush was a liar. Then all of a sudden, papers emerged from Kona Blue Project by AARO and the government stating that, yeah, there was one, but we never really pushed it forward.
Tiny credibility question here. The Pentagon has been saying for the past year there was never any such reverse engineering program. Now it says, oh, there was one, but it never really got started.
New Mexico Roswell happened the same way, when a flying disc crashed into the world and all of a sudden it went worldwide in newspapers everywhere. And then all of a sudden the government came back and was like, no, weather balloon.
People wonder if stuff like this is just disinformation.
You think about it, what did a decorated officer have to gain by going in front of the entire world on oath and swearing that there was a reverse engineering program? Literally nothing. And as a matter of fact, the government didn't like what he said and they pulled his security clearance.
Possible that David Grush might have conflated. I mean, was it Kona Blue that he was talking about, or was he talking about a completely different program?
I'm sure the Pentagon would love you all to believe that David Grush is a deluded person who has no idea what he's talking about. And that's certainly the line they're pushing at the moment. What I can tell you is that there is an abundance of independent, objective witnesses who back what David Grush says to the hilt.
But wait, didn't Dylan say to pay close attention to these two yahoos? Pay attention to people like Lou Elizondo, because, again, they've been commenting this, and Christopher Mellon said this, so something's coming. Guess what just dropped today? Christopher Mellon dropped this message 4 hours ago. This is the start to catastrophic disclosure, and in my opinion, this is absolute huge news. Listen to this. Blank and I are making huge progress getting into the CR program. He plans to meet with you at some point. The blank would be absolutely slack-jawed if they found out what we knew. Right now, we haven't gone that far back. We're dealing with the recovered UAP that landed in Kingsman, Arizona in the 50s. We're vacuuming up information as blank and blank gets read in. We know the management structure and the security control system and ownership of the CR. We also know who recovers landed or crashed UAPs under what authorities. We also know that a still highly classified memo by the security of the USAF in the 1950s is still in effect and maintained in the cover-up of UAPs. Finally, the last message is we also know the SES-2, who's the Air Force gatekeeper. That's the start to catastrophic disclosure right there. They literally just said they're working on a UFO from the 1950s, and they know all of the information. Pentagon? Zero. I don't know what to tell you guys. Shit's gonna go down.